Meanwhile, a Fox News alert right now at this hour. Multiple federal agencies, including the DEA, the ATF, and the DOJ, are descending on New York City, helping Homeland Security carry out its first deportation raids as part of President Trump's crackdown on illegal migration here in New York. This comes as local officials declare ICE cannot arrest illegal migrants in New York courts without a warrant. And the number of states suing to stop President Trump's birthright citizenship order grows. So where is the legal battle headed? We've called in the co-host of The Five, Judge Jeanine Pirro, joins us early. Good morning to you, Judge.
Good morning.
Okay, so they're saying ICE can come in, but they cannot arrest them without a warrant.
Okay, let me explain something. The reason that the president is doing this, and right now you've got the Department of Homeland Security, Department of Drug Enforcement, DEA, and you've got DHS.
And DOJ.
And DOJ is because President Trump was elected to remove these illegals.
Right.
Now, the left can do whatever they can to try to stop this, but the president has literally loosened all of the restrictions on arresting those deportable aliens who were in this country illegally to begin with and are subject to automatic arrest and deportation under the expedited removal process, which requires that they can be removed immediately and not even brought before an immigration judge. So understand something. You can get locals to say, you can't go into a church, you can't go into a school, as if I'd rather have a pedophile in a school than arrested, or you can't come into a courthouse. But the truth is, there's a supremacy clause here. This is federal immigration.
Sure.
This is emergency removals. They are illegals. They can be removed. And the left can do whatever they can. They can sue whenever they want to. But they're not going to stop this because this is allowed.
And, you know, it's interesting, as we look at the video, and that video right there is actually from the Homeland Security Secretary, Kristi Noem. She put that out. As you can see, this was one of the raids overnight. We don't know exactly where these things happened in the 5 boroughs. We just know that these images, Judge, are now going to ricochet around the world. Look, ISIS come finally to New York City. But we knew this was going to happen. Donald Trump ran on it, and now, you know, he's checking that box.
Look, the majority of Americans, more than the majority of Americans, want this to happen. The Biden administration allowed these people to come into the country illegally, unvetted, and are supporting them in sanctuary cities, and now they want to give them support in courthouses. Give me a break. At the end of the day, what you have here are people who don't belong here, who are victimizing American citizens. We pay for their education, their medication, their housing, their food, their lawyers, their translators. Enough. And we saw it with Colombia. You know, the President Trump said you take him back, and this is what should be happening.
And that is happening right now. Speaking of what's happening over on Fox Nation, you've got a new special about Karen Read. Yeah. Who is Karen Read?
Well, Karen Read is this lovely woman who's been charged with murder and right now faces a vehicular manslaughter trial. There was a trial, a 9-week trial with 5 days of deliberation. She's charged with killing her boyfriend. Right. She, of course, is claiming that her boyfriend, that friends in the police department are framing her, as if the police department needs to frame her when his DNA and his hair is on the back of her bumper, and the vehicle data on her SUV shows that she backed 60 feet at the location where his body was found with a skull fracture. He died of hypothermia. So the evidence pretty much contradicts a lot of what she's saying, but at the same time, you've got a woman who has been able to attract some attention for herself.
And in fact, that's why this is a great title. Karen Read, Killer or Convenient Outsider. It's available on Fox Nation right now. Yeah. Judge, it looks great.
It is. It's a great story, and there's a reason that she's being tried a second time. There's a lot of feeling on both sides of this, but I think the evidence is only on one side.
All right. Thank you very much for joining us early. Look for her today on The Five.
I'll be there.
Yes, you will.
Thank you.
Right out of this room. I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.